Why can't I do that? Because it's my hands. But until you see that it is not part of you, until you see that it is not a scripture, until you see that it is a transformed book, you cannot translate scripture. You cannot change what is written of God. If you read Deuteronomy, 12. If you read the book of Deuteronomy, is it Deuteronomy 12? Yeah, Deuteronomy 12, in verse 32. It says, whatever I command you, be careful to observe it. You shall not add. Don't add to it, nor take away from it. This is a warning to Deuteronomy from this same book. Some of the books of a man like Moses. Probably it's believed that he's the one who was writing this. A message from who? Jehovah, the same Jehovah. Don't add to it and don't take from it. The book, the script, the true scripture, you cannot translate it. How are you going to translate the words? How are you going to translate anything? If God wants to speak to the French, he will speak to the French people because he can speak French. He gave them the French words. We are supposed to believe that it's only one God. And God can speak all languages. Because he deliberately gave all those languages. Whether it is Swahili or Ashanti or whichever way it is. And so he will speak to you people or anybody indirect. He won't take time and say you go and translate it whilst you don't even know what to translate or the idea that he has in his mind that he's trying to put out there, and you are struggling and you say, okay, he'll give you guidance. He may give you guidance or something else may give you guidance. There's always something that tempers with the true message. If you read Genesis, it says that the God created all things, and then here we have a serpent coming in and saying that truly what God is trying to say to you is that if you people eat this thing, this is what will happen to you. Why would he suggest that? When he made that suggestion, the whole idea of Adam and Eve and everything changed. And whatever God's intentions were, everything changed. Somehow, Adam, if it's about translation or whatever, was being inspired again or being advised to think in a different way of what he has been warned or been told not to do. But he was given another suggestion was made for him that think again, like I'm suggesting something to you right now. He said, think again. Do you guys know that if you eat this apple, you rather have knowledge of good and evil, you will be like God? That's all he had to say. And then they say, okay, we want to be like God. Why would they want to be like God? Because they were created by God and God told them that he created them in his own image. They believe that they were like God, they walk with God. God has got feet. Yeah, he's got feet. He walks. So as I said, your God that you believe must have feet and hands. He has feet. According to the book of Genesis, he walked. He was walking with Adam and Eve there until Adam and Eve, I'm not saying that's what I believe. I'm saying that's what is there in the book. And so if you truly see that, you are not supposed to take anything from a text or to take anything from the same book by the Jehovah has given warning. If you translate it, you will definitely end up taking something out. You will end up translating it differently. You will end up doing something which will make the whole entire text look different in the eyes of somebody else. If you want to be a follower of Jehovah, go to the Jewish and learn the Jewish language, the Hebrew book, and study how they do Hebrew things. You want to be Arabian, go and learn. That's how it is with the Arabs. You go and learn Arabic, but today Arabic is also taking the same format of Christianity. They are also translating their book. You can read it in English, read it in other languages, because they are inviting other people to see that this is the true way of life. Now, it has given room for more and more our rejection or our difficulty in life, the struggles that we are having, the unbearable state of thoughts that we believe in. And it doesn't need a church or a demonstration of audience to make any difference. In a simple format that you can really look into these things. I'm not suggesting to you that you will become more sensible or anything, or the suggestion that the serpent gave to Adam and said, if they eat the apple, they know they will become like God. In fact, why should you be like God? Or why should you be as anybody else? I don't want to be as anybody. I am what I am. I want to rather find out who I am. I want to find out where I came from. I want to find out what made me what I am. What about you? If you want to find out, then these are the questions I want you to ask yourself. That what you have settled in for saying that is where you came from, that's what it's not. Oh, I don't care if it's not. At least at the end of the day, my life is okay. It helps me to think and I survive and I have the sense of peace one here and there. You have the sense of peace. But the sense of violence from the next door have effect on you, doesn't it? Don't you complain? Don't you have issues? Don't you struggle with your own understanding? Yes, you do. Oh, I can live with that. Good. You have made the choice that you can live with it, so live with it. If you ever make a complaint, let you swallow your own guilt. Don't push it on anybody. If you want to live with it, live with it. And that means that you are actually committed to living with it in every format, not to distract the next person. If it's about music, make sure that it's within your confines. Don't stretch it on others. You want to live with it, yes. Don't translate things, don't try to bring it to the next door's person, the next door's footsteps, or try to do anything that will incite or encourage other people to distract them from thinking along the line, or somehow trying to use means to convert others. Nah, it's okay for you, live with it. But it's impossible. You will end up, what the fuck would you have become? You will end up affecting other people, because you who gave birth to children, they will have friends. You will associate with people. You will give advice. You probably work in certain place and you will chip in something here or there. So it will definitely reach out to people. You will not let go. You will, you not intentionally do it, but somehow, unintentionally, you will let go. That's what will happen. You may be playing the music out there for somewhere, somebody will be participating, or somebody will hear something and it will jiggle somebody's mind. There are some people who are innocent about this, have no knowledge of it, and your actions or your character will end up moving them to get caught up into that situation. So let us really consider all these things, Let us consider these things. It's for our own good. You cannot live the life where you will not affect the other party of what you have chosen to be. So it becomes necessary to rethink it through, whatever it is that you believe in. It is necessary to make logic out of it, to make sense out of it, to give God, your God or your faith, that status of being a wise and a sensible thing to do, And when you do that, just as you go out there and anything you engage yourself in, you always see them as a very nice thing. Even any the things that you accept, whether it's being whatever invented, but you accept it as being a good thing before you sort of embrace it into your life. The same way, you have to accept your religion as a being good thing, and it's a blessing to you, and you hold on to it. And if it's not, then you are bound to find yourself in a terrible situation. You and I have to look through that and see how we can, the best we can, adjust our life and compare things in the right way.